So Tencent. This is going to be a public service announcement about Tencent, a Chinese company. And I'm bringing this up because I see a lot of people online posturing about, like Tencent data collection, not supporting companies and stuff like that. But it's usually when there's something they don't like. In particular, this week I saw someone mentioning Epic's new voice integration, so that you can now have voice chat in your games, and any Epic games you can add voice chat into them. And people I saw commenting being like, oh yeah, or I could use Discord that doesn't have the Tencent spyware built into it. And it's like, okay, do people not know that Tencent owns part of Discord as well?
Without activation, you can't change your desktop wallpaper. You can't come in and customize your taskbar. You can't access any of this stuff here. You'll not be able to change to the dark theme, which is extremely important to me. Some of the other new features through Windows Update you won't get, so you definitely do want to activate. Today's content is brought to you by bobkeys.com. This is where I buy my Windows 10 keys, and every now and then I'll snag a game or something, but I just bought my 7th Windows 10 key here for Windows 10 Professional. You're going to get 25% off the prices you see here using coupon code TS25. So this is Windows 10 Pro, 25% off that. You want Windows 10 Home? Also, if you want to get a bundle with Microsoft Office and Windows 10, you can get that. Got all kinds of things, 2019, just lots and lots of things. Oh, this is a double 2 PC. After you purchase your key, you just click up here, click on User Center. You click on My Purchased Orders. Just click on View Keys and Codes. Then in the middle of the page, you'll see your product key. Just highlight that. You're going to want to copy this, then press the Start button on your computer, and then type Activate. You'll see activation settings. Just go ahead and click on that and change product key. Paste it here, then click Next, and you will be activated. So again, thanks to bobkeys.com, TS25, head over there. The links are all on the top of the description.
So that got me like looking around, and I see people condemning people for using Unreal most of the time. It's usually Unreal Engine, and you're usually Unreal, Marketplace or something like that, because people don't like Unreal. So they use Tencent as a way for them to be like, I don't like this crap. So what we're going to do is we're going to look through the entire list of companies that Tencent owns, just so you're aware when you open your mouth to condemn somebody, you're probably using something that's owned by Tencent. And if you want to avoid Tencent, well, you can avoid the companies that are on this list. Should you avoid Tencent? So far, there hasn't been any direct proof that they do any kind of weird spyware or anything like that. They don't even seem to always be, in the favor of the governments that they're under. But who knows? Yeah, we need source alternative, do we? We need open source alternative to everything. All right, so I've got a list here. We're going to go through a few. It's just the way it's going to have to be. This is my PC Gamer. In case you're wondering, I've got it all decked out with stylus. You can get stylus and then get some styles for your PC Gamer. So anyway, let's scroll down and just look at these are just the gaming companies. We're going to go through those first, and then I'll go through the other companies that are owned by Tencent. So Riot Games, you play League of Legends. That is 100% owned by Tencent. Epic is 40% owned by Tencent. Bluehole, that's PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, they own 11.5% of Tencent. Tencent owns 11.5% of them. So all of that. Next up, Ubisoft, 5%. I thought Activision Blizzard was bigger than 5%, but we got Ubisoft and Activision Blizzard. That 5% is likely enough to allow them to have a little bit of a say in what's going on with the company. But yeah, Activision Blizzard. You use Battle.net. You play whatever the games of the new one on there, Valorant and stuff like that. You want to play Valorant, but you want to posture that that other people are bad because they support Tencent. Maybe not such a good look. Grinding Gear Games, Path of Exile. Look at that, 80%. So Grinding Gear Games. That's you can look up all the other stuff. So let's go through these quickly. Supercell. I don't even know what they make. I don't know what Jaeger makes. Frontier Developments. They make Elite Dangerous and Planet Zoo. Okay. 9% of those two. Is it Kakio? Kako? All right. I don't know what they make. Black Desert Online. Okay. So I'm just going to mostly read some of the big games. Black Desert Online. Paradox Interactive. They make a gazillion games. Like mostly the strategy games and stuff. This is also an old list. I'm going to update it with new stuff, but this is a nice complete list that PC Gamer put together. Funcom also makes a lot of strategy games, but The Secret World, Conan Exiles. What's up, Shredstein? Right now, if you're just joining us, we're going through the entire list of game companies that Tencent owns a piece of. Shark Mob, and take a look at the bottom here. Discord received 158 million in funding. Discord is not a profitable company. They do not make money on their own. They need investors. And my guess is that Discord, they have to be harvesting information or something. I don't know how they're able to keep their doors open, but they get lots of money from Tencent. And that was last year's list. There's a new list of all that they've like quadrupled or quintupled their investment in gaming companies in the last year. 300%. So, yeah, not quite what I said, but yeah, Let's just, no, we've had more than 26. Whenever I rant, we get more than that. Let's just scroll down here to the list. Most of these are Japanese, Chinese, Japanese and Chinese companies, but you can look at this list here. Let me just read you the companies you might know. Do I know any of these companies? Not really. There's a lot of stuff going on in China with indie gaming especially, and Tencent does have a pretty big indie gaming platform, and they also have their own gaming platform that's similar to Steam. They also own the social media network WeChat, which is where they really got their start, and WeChat is pretty much replaced it's kind of replaced the banks over there. People use that to do their payment, but it connects to their bank. It's kind of like PayPal meets a social media, meets your chat app, all in one, and people use that over there. It's bigger than most of our social media over here. And then, what is their Wii game? I believe it is. Let me just double check and see if that's what it is. I forget what it is, but let's open up and look at Tencent's other stuff. We're going to go through all this stuff so you know what Tencent owns. I'm sick of everybody yelling and screaming about Tencent when they don't even know what it owns. So, all right, scrolling down this list here. Tencent also has the most profitable game in history. Paradox, Remedy. Holy shit, they own part of Remedy. Klei. So Klei makes Mark of the Ninja and a few other things. You seeing all this? Are you seeing all this? So yeah, it's pretty insane. Let me scroll up to the top. What is it? What's their platform called? Why can't I remember what their platform is called? I had the tab and I accidentally closed it, but I'm not going to edit this. I'm just going to launch WeBank. So they got WeChat. They got WeBank. And where's their gaming platform? It's bigger than Steam. I don't know. Anyway, I'll find it later. But yeah, they also have a gaming platform, and it's bigger than Steam. It's like 200 million active users. I think Steam's like 125 million active users. So yeah, it's pretty ridiculous. Their biggest game, let me just show you this. It is the most profitable game of all time. It's a predatory micro transaction type thing. Here it is. Honor of Kings. I've not played this, but it's a mobile game, and I cannot tell the difference in between this and, let's just mute that. I can't tell the difference in this and League of Legends, but I guess it looks like most MOBAs, but this looks so much like League of Legends. It used to be called League of Kings, but the League of Legends team were like, hey, there's going to be confusion. Even though they completely own League of Legends, they changed the name to Honor of Kings. So there you have it. This is the most profitable game in history. And it's yeah. Pretty insane. So anyway, Tencent owns gaming pretty much these days. And it's I don't like anything to be that consolidated into one company. And it seems to me like the way that they are investing, they are not as interested in immediate profits as they are in just expansion. And they want a piece of everything. They're getting into indie gaming. As you can see, they own pieces of like a lot of different indie game publishers. They want a piece of all the big, AAA developers. I don't think they have a piece of EA yet, but they've got Ubisoft and Activision and Blizzard and just everything. So they're everywhere. Gaming. No, they've got another platform. You know what? I'm just gonna look it up because I'm looking it up and we're gonna check it out together. Rebounds gaming. Wii Game, that's it. Let's look up Wii Game. We'll take a look at this. So here we go. We're going to go over to Wii Game right now. Bigger than Steam, but it's kind of makes sense because of the population of China. It's huge. And China doesn't really do consoles all that much. So here we go. This is Wii Game. Why is it loading so slowly? Oh, probably because I'm hopping onto a Chinese server. So China is going to be a big deal when it comes to like the next generation of games, I think. You're going to see a lot of games that seem AAA coming over from China. You're going to see a lot of indie games coming over from China, and a lot of those are going to be partly funded by Tencent. So, and you're already seeing a lot of that on Steam right now, but it doesn't get a lot of Western media coverage. So there's also a Western version of this. I think it's called Wii Game X or something. I forget, but there's not that many games on it yet. So who knows how that's gonna play out? But yeah, there it is. It's their platform. All these Chinese games. In China, the population is huge, but the population of gamers is over 300 million. So there's more gamers in China than there are humans in the USA. Just to give you an idea of how that market is, and that's probably one of the reasons why their mobile game, whatever it is, Honor of Kings, is the most profitable game of all time, because number one, it's a predatory microtransaction mess that's addictive and people can play it easily on their phones. But number two, just the amount of people playing games, and so many people play games on their phones. A lot of people, like sometimes they say the factory workers and stuff, a lot of them just use a phone. They don't even have computers or whatever at home. Maybe they do, it's too old to play games or something. So now you know. And if someone is yelling and screaming about Tencent one way or the other, and they're doing it on Discord especially, or some platform like that, send them this video just so they can see just how many things Tencent owns. I'm not going to make an opinion on whether or not I think it's good or bad. It's a lot more nuanced than that. So that's pretty much it. I think we're done talking about Tencent.